So, good afternoon, everyone. How are all of you? I think sorry for all these delays. Actually, what's happened now? Back to back classes is there. So, in last classes shifted, I think around 15 or 20 minutes. So, you be mentally make up for that also. You will not got frustration. Otherwise, you are waiting, and from 11 12:15 probably teacher is not there, so I think it become too late today, right now. So expect like in the last after 12:30 we are going to enter probably, because lag is there na? So any lag of lastly 15-minute lag created, okay, right, and that we will compensate. So mentally be makeup also. Class is not going to finish exactly at which one, 1:15, it will go up to 1:30, 1:25. So likewise, just make a mental makeup. Clear? Is it all right? Can we proceed now? Okay, ji. Have a look. So in last class, we discussed about family liliaceae in last. You tell me one thing. Did you got that, or should we go for a revision of it? Accordingly, we will move on the next topic. You got that liliaceae family, or understand it clearly, or should we go for what? Revision once. Got it? Hari Surya writing, got it. We got it, sir. Shruti also wrote the same. Any student you are finding facing difficulty there, we got it, sir. Okay. One Rupesh is writing no. Okay, so I am giving you a brief, faster revision about it. One student writing, sir, in new NCERT only Solanaceae given. Shall we read remaining family also? Answer is yes. And why answer is yes? Because till National Medical Council have not given their syllabus. Until unless they not give the syllabus, how can we say? We can't dream it, na? Ki either they are giving or not giving. So why to not read? Meanwhile, we will read it. Okay. So I am giving look about liliaceae. Listen it. Liliaceae is going to finish in 2-3 minutes. Simply I am saying everything. Listen it once. It will go for your revision as well. So liliaceae is a monocot family. It is also called lily family. Now, if we talk about liliaceae type of root which is present, obviously it is a monocot. So which type of root is there? Fibrous root is there. Agree with me or not? Monocot family, na? So which kind of root is there? Fibrous root is there. I am telling a stem. Don't worry, I am going to tell everything. Stem. So NCERT wrote in family Fabaceae, perennial herbs are there. Underground modification of colocasia, like you can say corm, rhizome and bulb, all type of modification are present in the stem of liliaceae, except tuber. All underground modification of stem are present in member of family liliaceae. Done? Clear? Now third I am talking about leaf. Leaf in liliaceae is basal, linear, arise from the base. As I told in the diagram of a onion, here leaf arising like this from the base. Even some part of leaf is present underground. So it is basal, it is linear, it is stipulate or ex-stipulate. It is ex-stipulate. Getting the idea or not? And if you talk about the leaf have parallel venation, and I told in all three family phyllotaxy is what? Alternate. Because it is a monocot family, so venation is parallel. Leaf is over. You check your NCERT, that is written in leaf only, na? Then I am talking about inflorescence. So inflorescence is solitary, comma, cymodes, comma, umbellate cluster. That is written in your textbook. Keep in mind, no one going to ask you about Bhaiya, what is umbellate cluster. Umbrella-like arrangement are there. Getting the idea na? So 3 words written in NCERT, it may be solitary, because many members are there, na? It may be cymodes or it may be umbellate cluster type of inflorescence is there. Now flower. So floral formula is what basically? Bracteate, actinomorphic, bisexual. Getting the idea or not? And if we talk about calyx, it is not there. Corolla, it is not there. Perianth is there, present in 3+3 arrangement. 3 outer, 3 inner, and outer and inner are fused together. Later on, stamen are there. Total 6 stamen. It also arranged in 2, 3 inner, 3 outer. 3 is long, 3 is short, and these stamen is fused with the perianth, epiphyllous condition, and then it is gynoecium, superior ovary is there, tricarpellary, syncarpus. Placentation is exile. Placentation is exile. And fruit is what? Capsule and rarely berry. Getting the things or not? And later on, seed is non-endospermic. An example I told about the liliaceae. What example I told? Example I told. Asparagus is a vegetable, belongs to here. Tulip and gloriosa are ornamental plant, belongs to liliaceae. Later on I told about aloe is a medicinal, aloe means aloe vera, is a medicinal plant, belongs to liliaceae. And colchicum, that is a mitotic poison. Getting the things or not? Colchicum, getting the things or not? Mitotic poison. It prevents spindle formation. Getting the things or not? Also obtained from the member of liliaceae. That is colchicum. Got the idea? Done. So who is over? Family liliaceae revision is over now. So 2-3 minutes required to revise a family. Your perfection and between you there is a gap of 2-3 minutes. If you revise it, perfection came. If you not revise it, confusion came. So now it depends on you. You want your perfection or your confusion. Now let's start about a new chapter, and that is which one? Anatomy. So we are going to talk about anatomy of flowering plant, right? So give your attention. So what we study in anatomy? In anatomy we study of internal structure, study of internal structure of plant. So I am asking a question, what is present in the internal structure of plant? Of a plant. I am expecting your answer. When we cut a plant, what we find inside a plant? If we cut a plant, any part of the plant, I am cutting. So what we find inside the plant? So we are finding different tissue. Well done. Very good answer. Different tissue. Answer of the question is different tissue. Means in plant anatomy, we are studying about plant tissue. Is it same in animal anatomy or different? Tell me, pin your answer. Is it same in animal anatomy or different? I am asking what differences we find in the plant anatomy and animal anatomy. When you cut an animal, human body, like this, open it, you will find different organ are there. Tissue is not there, organ is there first. Organ is there. This tissue arrange and make a higher level of organization organ. Like you will find lungs, liver, kidney, pancreas, gallbladder, stomach, heart. These are the internal organs you are finding, who is not looking from outside. But when you cut, when you study internal structure, then you find the organ. That organ is missing inside the which one? Plant. That organ is missing inside the plant. Directly you are getting exposed with the tissue. Now when you cut the organ in animal, then you find tissue. First you are getting organ, when you are cutting the organ, then you are getting which one? So if you want to see the tissue in the plant, animal, you cut the body first, remove the organ, then you cut the organ. After that you will find the tissue. So who have a higher level of internal organization, plant or animal? Who have higher level of internal organization, plant or animal? Pin your answer, animal. Very good, got the idea? And that is the reason plant anatomy is also called plant histology. So plant anatomy is equal to which one? Plant histology. Both are same thing. But in animal anatomy and histology is different thing. In animal anatomy and histology is different things. Clear? Is it all right? Can we move ahead? So now we are going to, if we know about, in anatomy we are studying about the tissue, so we are going to see the definition of a tissue. We are going to see the definition of a tissue. What is tissue? So tissue is what? Basically group of cells having common origin. Origin must be common. And usually, be careful about the word, usually perform a common function is called tissue. So group of cells having common origin and usually, not always, usually, if they are asking tissue is group of cells having common origin and always perform a common function, statement become wrong. So you be very particular now about usually and always words. Understanding the idea or not? Picture came in the mind or not? Can we move ahead? Yes, have a look now. Now we are going to talk about classification of tissue. So look here, I am classifying the tissue into two categories based on the have power of division or not. One is which one? Meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue. And another one is which one? Permanent tissue. So if we talk about meristematic tissue, what we find have capacity of division. So all the tissue who have power of division is called meristematic tissue. Now permanent tissue usually not divide. Not divide. In normal condition, they lose the capacity of division. In some special condition, they simply divide. So what is that? A special condition we will talk about. Understanding the idea? So these are the basic difference between meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. They have capacity of division and permanent tissue usually not divide. but some condition will arise. In that condition, they have a power of division. We will talk later about that condition. And that is the reason I not wrote never divide. I not wrote here which word? Never divide. I wrote which word? Mostly not divide. In some exceptional condition, it divide. So what are the exceptional condition? Later we will discuss about. Now we are coming to discuss about meristematic tissue. Now we are going to discuss about which one? Meristematic tissue. Give your attention. Meristematic tissue. So while teaching root, I have given some characteristic feature of meristematic tissue. Is it there in your mind or you forget it? So if we are studying the meristematic tissue, we have to know some character about the meristematic tissue. So meristematic tissue, what is the character is there? First character I am writing, cell have capacity of division. I already wrote, cell have capacity of division. Second character of meristem I am writing, cells are undifferentiated. Undifferentiated means no structural specialization and functional specialization. Third character I am writing, cells are highly active metabolically, because it is in continuous stage of division, so metabolic activity is very high. Fourth I am writing, dense protoplasm, large nucleus. In every highly metabolically active cells, nucleus is large and protoplasm is dense. Cell wall thin and elastic. In cells of meristematic tissue, cell wall, only primary cell wall present. Only primary cell wall present. Next character if we wrote, here is, cell have large number of plasmodesmatal connection. So many plasmodesmata is there. Large number of plasmodesmatal connection are there. Plasmodesmatal connection, do you know? Between two cell, many cytoplasmic strands are present. That is called plasmodesmata. I will explain later on cytology when I will teach you cell. So cell have large number of plasmodesmatal connection. Another character of the meristematic cells, intercellular space, it is important character. Intercellular space absent. Hence, it is called compact tissue. Compact tissue. What is the meaning of intercellular space absent? This is one cell, this is another cell, this is another cell, this is another cell. So between these cells you are finding that this is a space, na? This is intercellular space. And it is absent in meristem. It is absent in meristem. This intercellular space is not there. A space between two cells is called intercellular space. Next character, vacuole absent. Next character, plastid absent. And in place of plastid, proplastid present. Precursor of plastid, proplastid present. And another character, cells are isodimetric. Cells are isodimetric. Same diameter. So these are the characteristic feature I have written for which one? Meristematic cell. So many characters are there. And it is easy. You can revise it once or twice. You got a basic picture. That all not written here in the NCERT, but somewhere written. Some line written in plant growth, some line written in meristematics, which one? Root, some line written in which one? Here anatomy. I just assembled all together. Got the idea? So now I hope you have a better picture about character of meristematic cells in mind. So in meristematic cells, intercellular space is absent or present? Intercellular space present or absent? Absent. Very good. Now let's move. So after this we are going to discuss about classification of meristem. And it is very important for exam as well. So we are classifying the meristem into two categories. One based on classifying the meristem based on two different ways. One based on origin. I am classifying the meristem based on origin, and another I am classifying meristem based on position. Position in plant body. Based on origin and based on position in plant body. So based on origin, there are three types of meristem. Promeristem, primary meristem, and secondary meristem. And based on position in the plant body, there are three types of meristem. Apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and third one is lateral meristem. So we are going to deal about each and every one by one. Have a look here. So first we are going to tell you some example belongs to that. Then I will talk about everyone, don't worry. I am drawing a line so you not got a confusion. So now you just have a look, give your attention. This meristem is not written in NCERT. In NCERT, who is written only? Primary meristem and secondary meristem. Then why I am teaching? If I not told you about this promeristem, you will not understand how primary meristem is coming. How primary meristem is coming. Getting the idea or not? Clear? So, promeristem, I am just telling you the example first, then I will talk much about that later. First example I am writing for everyone. Embryo. So, embryonic meristem is called promeristem. From embryo, which one is developing? Seedling is developing. And in that seedling, who is there? Primary meristem is there. After many years, when plant grow, who will occur? Secondary meristem will be present. So embryonic meristem, embryo cell also have a power of division, which are giving the birth of a seedling, is called which one? Promeristem. Now I am writing the example of primary meristem. Give your attention, it is very important. So first example I am writing apical meristem. Second example I am writing intercalary meristem. Third example I am writing marginal meristem. And fourth example I am writing interfascicular cambium. Or these interfascicular cambium is also called fascicular vascular cambium. Got the idea or not? So these are the example list of which meristem? Primary meristem. I will justify everyone later on. I just wanted these all example list must be together, so you just find it easily while revision who is which kind of meristem. Example of secondary meristem I am writing interfascicular cambium, first example. Cambium. Second example I am writing cork cambium in dicot stem and root. And third example I am writing vascular cambium in dicot root. So these are the examples of which one? Secondary meristem. You please note it out in your notebook rather than a screenshot. Rather than going for a screenshot of it, you note it out. It will help you a lot while solving the question. Is it done? Can we move the next slide? I will give the explanation here. Something required to explain a lot. Don't worry, I know it. What word written in NCERT where and which line requires some justification. Wait. Now I am coming on classification of meristem based on position in plant body. Based on position in plant body. So apical meristem, example I am writing, shoot apical meristem. First example. And second example, root apical meristem. Now we are going to talk about intercalary meristem. It is present between permanent tissue. Example, at base of internode. And then it is lateral meristem. So better to draw a diagram to understand all these. Then your picture understanding will come better. So I am drawing the diagram to explaining all three type of meristem here. Give your attention. So this structure I am drawing is node. This is another node. This is another node. And here it is shoot apex. Here it is, which part is there? Shoot apex. Shoot apex is there, and this area is what basically node. You better know from node who is arising? Leaves. So I am also arising leaves here. This is leaves. This is leaves. Getting the idea or not? Now I am drawing here intercalary meristem. So this is internode, na? This is internode. So at the base of internode, who is there? At the base of internode, here also it is the base of internode. Here it is base of internode. At the base of internode, who is there? These are which meristem? Intercalary meristem. See the position in plant body. Intercalary meristem. It is present between permanent tissue, present at the base of a stem. Now I am going to talk about the third type of meristem, is lateral meristem. It is lateral in position in plant body. It is not centrally located, it is present in the lateral side of the shoot or root. So it is lateral meristem. Lateral meristem. And these lateral meristem is also called which meristem? Cylindrical meristem. These lateral meristem is called which meristem? Cylindrical meristem. Or these lateral meristem, here various strike mark I am writing, is written in NCERT as secondary meristem. Lateral meristem, NCERT wrote which one? Secondary meristem. I am also telling lateral meristem or secondary meristem. Except, exception I am writing. Marginal meristem, and second exception, intrafascicular cambium. Here student came with a lot of doubt. Ki sir, and these marginal meristem and intrafascicular cambium is a primary but lateral meristem. It is a primary meristem, but it is a lateral meristem. These two. So it is a generalized statement written in NCERT कि secondary meristems, lateral meristems are secondary meristem. Got the idea? Lateral meristems are secondary meristem. It is a generalized line written in the NCERT. Exceptions are there. I am telling for you, I am giving you a understanding. You try to understand. I am giving you a line. Ki mammals are viviparous. True or false? Answer it. Mammals are viviparous. True or false? True. Now I am asking, mammals are viviparous, it is true. Now I am asking, all mammals are viviparous. All mammals are viviparous, then the statement becomes false. Mammals are viviparous, it is true, because generalized statement. Most mammals are viviparous. Few exceptions are there, but when we can say mammal as viviparous, but we cannot say all mammals are viviparous. Got the differences in the word or not? I can say lateral meristem or secondary meristem. If it is coming in exam, lateral meristem or secondary meristem, statement is correct or incorrect? Statement is correct or incorrect? Lateral meristem or secondary meristem? Statement are correct or incorrect? Tell me, hurry up. Lateral meristem or secondary meristem? Correct or incorrect? Correct. But if I ask a question, lateral meristem or secondary meristem, statement is no doubt correct. But if I am saying कि all lateral meristem are secondary meristem, then statement become incorrect. Because when we are saying all, means we are not talking about any exception. So when we are saying all lateral meristem are secondary meristem, it become incorrect. Because who is exception? Marginal meristem and intrafascicular cambium is exception of it. Marginal meristem and intrafascicular cambium is a exception of it. Picture came or not came in the mind? Is it clear? So usually a student came with that line of NCERT like this. NCERT wrote what? Lateral meristem is secondary meristem. I am also telling lateral meristem is secondary meristem. Where I am not telling, I am also telling na. But I added some exceptions here. And what is this some exception? These are the two exceptions. Clear? Picture done. So lateral meristem is a secondary meristem. Yes. All lateral meristem is a secondary meristem. No. Got the idea? Done. Over. Clear. Can we move ahead? So how many type of meristems are there? You just look this diagram. This is shoot apical, shoot apex. Here who is there? Shoot apical meristem is there. Shoot apical meristem is there. Here it is intercalary meristem is there. So shoot apical meristem is a primary meristem. Intercalary meristem is also a primary meristem. So when these two divide, which growth occur? Primary growth. And lateral meristem are secondary meristem. When these lateral meristem divide, which growth occurs? Secondary growth. When lateral meristem divide, which growth occur? Secondary growth. Secondary growth means what? Primary growth means what? Increase in length. Increase in length is called primary growth. Secondary growth is what? Increase in girth. Increase in girth. Is called secondary growth. Got the idea? Clear in the mind? So can I say a line? Tell me yes or no. All lateral meristem perform secondary growth. Statement true or false? A statement is true. Note, interfascicular cambium is a primary meristem perform secondary growth. Interfascicular cambium is a which kind of meristem? Primary meristem performing which growth? Secondary growth. It is a peculiar character. It is a primary meristem but showing secondary growth. Is it clear? Clear or not clear? So if I ask a statement, all lateral meristem are secondary meristem, true or false? All lateral meristem are secondary meristem. Just a minute. All lateral meristem are secondary meristem. It is false. Very good. But all lateral meristem cause secondary growth. This a statement. All lateral meristem cause secondary growth. That a statement. It is a true statement. Clarity came in the mind? Clarity came in the mind? Now have a look. Now I am giving you an idea. Look here. Because I am using every time a term. This is vascular cambium of dicot stem. It is a long-term badge, so we can connect it anywhere, anytime. You will understand. So it is a vascular cambium ring, vascular cambium in dicot stem. It is xylem, phloem, xylem, phloem, xylem, phloem, xylem, phloem. This white color part of the ring. This white color part of the ring is called intrafascicular cambium. And this yellow color part is called interfascicular cambium. So this is which kind of meristem? Primary, this is a secondary meristem. So this ring is made up of white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow patches. Means primary, secondary, primary, secondary, primary, secondary, primary, secondary meristem. So vascular cambium ring in dicot stem is made up of primary meristem, secondary meristem, or both? Answer this question. Both. Well done. Because it is a ring. It is primary, white one primary, yellow one secondary. Primary, secondary, primary, secondary, primary, secondary. We can say intra, inter, intra, inter, intra, inter. Intra, inter. Clear in the mind or not? So you got the idea? In the vascular cambium ring, it is which one? Vascular cambium ring. What is the position? Lateral in position. It is lateral in position. Made up of both primary and secondary meristem. That picture clarity came in your mind or not? That line NCERT wrote, their exception they not wrote, and student got a lot of confusion. This area is over or not over? This area is over. Now NCERT wrote, in a grazing animal, regrowth of the grasses occur due to intercalary meristem. Did you understand this line or not? Regrowth of grasses in grazing animal occur due to activity of intercalary meristem. How? NCERT wrote like this, I am telling you. Wait a minute. So this is a stem, this is node, second node, third node, fourth node, and here it is apical meristem, shoot apical meristem. And at the base of internode, who is there? Intercalary meristem. Here white color dots. or which meristem? Intercalary meristem. Every dots white color, intercalary meristem. Now from each node who is arising? Leaves are arising. And it is which one? Apical meristem is there. These all white color one is which one? Intercalary meristems are there. Now a goat is coming and eating up to here. Grazing. Apical meristem came inside the mouth. Now you tell me, this grass will grow or not grow? Apical meristem is not there now. It will grow or not grow? It will grow. Why? How can it will grow? This intercalary meristem shifted into apical meristem. The topmost intercalary meristem converted into apical meristem. And that is the reason after grazing, regrowth of grasses occur due to intercalary meristem retain. These meristem, who are the topmost intercalary meristem, converted into which one? Apical meristem. And when apical meristem will form, it is growing in the height, making many nodes and internode further. Understanding the idea? Picture came in the mind. Right. Is it done? So regrowth of the grasses occur due to activity of intercalary meristem. That line is also over. Done. Now, some more thing I am telling. Another 2 minutes I will teach. Wait a minute. Have a look. So, origin sequence. It is very important. So, first of all, which meristem came? In embryo, who is there? Promeristem is there. These promeristem converted into which meristem? Primary meristem. Later on, primary meristem give rise to primary permanent tissue, not secondary meristem. Here student do mistake sometime. Primary meristem not form secondary meristem. Primary meristem form which part? Primary permanent tissue. Now this primary permanent tissue converted into secondary meristem. And secondary meristem converted into secondary permanent tissue. So what is the sequence of origin of different tissue? So examiner will ask a question. Who give rise to primary meristem? Or primary meristem arise from? Primary meristem arise from? Answer is promeristem. Primary permanent tissue arise from? Primary meristem. Secondary meristem arise from? Primary permanent tissue. And secondary permanent tissue arise from? Secondary meristem. And the process by which primary meristem convert into primary permanent tissue is called differentiation. The process by which primary permanent tissue convert into secondary meristem is called de-differentiation. And the process by which secondary meristem converted into secondary permanent tissue is called redifferentiation. Picture came. Primary meristem lose the capacity of division due to dedifferentiation. Primary permanent tissue once again got the capacity of division due to dedifferentiation. And that is the reason I told na, usually not divide. Sometimes divide and become na secondary meristem. And when these once again lose the capacity of division, it is called redifferentiation. So you got the sequences of the origin of tissue or not. In next class, I will talk about the diagram of NCERT, how axillary word arise. Then we will talk about protoderm, procambium, what is central cylinder. Then we will talk about what is leaf primordia. And after that, meristem will over. That basic picture of the meristem came or not came. Understood? Right? So many informations is there. So keep it there, mug up there and revise it. And tell me how many of you got 180 in the paper. Write your marks. Who got 180? How many of you got 180? Write your marks. In botany, 180, 180, 180, 180. One student writing. Whack the Bas Waju. Somehow difficult name to pronunciate. Right? Durga Prasad 175, Jyotsna 170, work for 180, 180, 180, 180. Work for 180, 2, 3, 4 page of NCERT, 1 week. So you have to work for it. In your note, you told interfascicular cambium is a primary meristem. I told intrafascicular as a primary meristem. I wrote like this. Let me check. Interfascicular, I wrote primary meristem. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Wait a minute. It may be mistake happen. Let me check. If it is there, I am making it correct. Where I wrote? In same page. I think a lot of information is there. Wait a minute. Nana. Intrafascicular, I wrote primary. Interfascicular, I wrote secondary. Check it. Correct, na? Tra. It is primary. Ter, it is secondary. So if it is there, it may be by mistake. You can check. Many times I am saying na intrafascicular. It is which one? Intrafascicular is which one? Primary. Interfascicular is what? Secondary. Now I am giving you which one? Let me check if it is anywhere I wrote. That slide. Oh my God. Let me check. I'm not finding where is it. It is keep in your mind. Like what? Intrafascicular is. I'm writing once. So any confusion is there, it will miss. Intrafascicular equal to primary. Interfascicular is secondary. Now it is done. If it is written, you just clearly rectify like this. Okay, ji, thank you very much for your patience to listening. All the best. Have a good day to all of you. Bye-bye.